All right, guys, got another one for you. So that check engine light that we had, it was SPN 653, and the code, I'm reading my phone right now, and it says injector solenoid driver cylinder 3 mechanical system not responding or out of adjustment. So what we did, there's a few things that you got to do troubleshooting it, but what I found out was the injector harness. So right here, this one right here, you just try to keep this part straight and you turn this one, and inside of there was oil, so that means there was a short. It's not supposed to leak. So I cleaned it out with this, let me get this spray so you can see it, but cleaned it out with the spray. Check engine light came back one time, it had one count, but the day before that it came two times. And where the cleaners are at. So I use this stuff right here, OD electrical cleaner, and cleaned it out real good. And before I did that, I had 2 faults and it said active. Then I cleaned it out, let it dry overnight, took off the next day, had one check engine light around 4 hours after I cleaned it. So I kept going, and the whole day just had one, but the day before had 2 and they were active. So then I checked it and it was dry. I didn't clean it again, cleared the code, and nothing. But this connector is not supposed to be leaking. So that's my first step with troubleshooting that code, because it says that the fuel pressure, the return, all this other stuff. So and then possibly the injector, but we're gonna do that. But we're taking everything apart, so I'm gonna post a video guys for you guys, because I couldn't find anything on YouTube for it. But the first thing we're gonna do, we did already, take off the air cleaner box. There's 4 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's, you know, that box on the outside of it with the filter, the cover and everything. Take that off. Then the next step is the air cleaner. The air cleaner, the hose that goes to the that is the air cleaner, the hose that goes to the turbo. And we already took the bands off. They're just the very top one and this one, and I'm already pulling it off. The next is the EGR crossover tube, which is this pipe right here. You got 2 bolts right there. And 2 bolts right here. And then after that, then you can take out the valve cover. And but I'm gonna, every step I do, I'm gonna get to it. Take that off. Then there's a harness that connects to the injectors, to the engine brake, and all that stuff. And we're going to take all that stuff on and replace it today. So I'm gonna pull this one off. And when you pull that one off, you gotta cover that turbo with like a rag, or I'm gonna put a rag in there, stuff it in there, and then put a plastic bag with some zip ties. So let me do that real quick. So I got the pipe off. Put a plastic bag and a zip tie, because you don't want any birds getting in there or little creatures. Got the pipe right here. So next thing we're going to do, and we're following Cummins Quick Serve. If you guys don't know, Cummins has free service manual online, and it tells you how to do it, how to take everything apart and put it back together. You can pretty much in-frame your motor if you got the right tools and got the know-how. So we're going to take out this bracket first, and then we're going to do this one, and then that one, and then pull it out. All right, next step is the box. So one right here, one right there, and we got 2 in the back, or 4 in the back. So we got one right here, then one above it, right there. Then we got one right there, and they're both connected. You can see the indentions on the inside from the other side. And then this thing should come right out. Then we'll have room to lift this valve cover up and out. I don't know if I might take that one out too. I don't think I have to. That bracket that connects to the firewall. But we're gonna get these out, and then we're gonna move to the next step. Okay, we got the box out. You see that hole right there? You gotta lift the box out, up and out. So this thing right here, this little hook, that little hook right there, it goes in.
There's a hook from the front.
And then there's hooks in the front too. So that's it. So we're gonna get the next we're gonna take off the that clamp right there, and pretty much everything's with either so far it's been those up there were 13s, the ones holding the box. The ones that are holding the air cleaner cover are 10s, and this one right here, I think it's that's a 10 too. These are 10s too on both sides. So let's get that one out, get those out, make some more room. Okay, we got the crossover tube out, got the bolts, and I put everything in orientation. So this bolt will go to the closer one, that bolt will go to the one on the other side. I left the gaskets in there, and I put a little piece of paper towel just protecting the soot from any other dust. That one too. But got that one. Same thing. Oh no. Well, I know this one. This one is for the top one, and this one is for the bottom one. But let's put it like that. Yeah, good. All right, we got the crossover pipe out. Right there, and then we put it over there on the tire. So put some paper towel in there to protect the soot from the dust. And now take the valve cover off. And it's 10mm bolts. Still climb on top. Pretty sure I've seen 8 of them right now. Yeah, there's 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And make sure you guys prep your area real good. I got a compressor in the house, so I just sprayed all the dust off and as much as I could. Oh, you know what? We gotta take that hose off first. This one right there. Gotta take that one off first. That one should slide right out. Looks like it's rubber right there. That should be pretty simple. This is rubber. This whole thing's rubber, so that thing should slide right out. That whole thing, the elbow. So that's like an 8mm, so we're gonna get that out. Then we're gonna start pulling these out. And then we'll come back when we have the valve cover off. All right, we got it out. See, this is the harness right here, and it goes into that plug right there. See, it's right there. But man, the cams, they look fantastic. None of them have any kind of pitting or any kind of wear. And I'm near 500,000 miles, so that's good for me. I'm happy with that. And the top looks really good too. Looks really good. Gonna have to clean some of that oil out. Gotta be real careful with that. But she looks good, really good. So we're gonna take these out. So we gotta take all of them out. That one off the injectors, and I'm assuming these are the engine brake ones. This one and this one. Or maybe I'm wrong, but these for sure. Oh. Injector, injector, then the injector, injector. All 6 injectors. She looks good. Looks real good. Let me flip the camera. That's why it was like that. But you can see right in there, that cam, real pretty, shiny. All right, let's get this wire harness out. So this is how it's taken out. There's oil right there, but there's a Allen wrench, Allen key right there, and then these, same thing in here, because that's what's holding it down. There's oil in there, but that's what's holding them down. So all the way to the back, and let's get all that stuff out. When I put it back, I'm gonna get the torque specs, and the disclaimer, they might not be right for your motor, so take it with a grain of salt. But let's get that new wire harness. We're gonna mock it up first. I'm gonna take a picture of this, make sure I can make all that match, even with the color wires and everything. So let's get this rolling before it starts raining. All right, guys. So what we discovered is that the wires are different colors. So we got orange and green on the right. You see it right there? Orange and green. Sorry about the glare. Over here is black and yellow, and then the ones going right there, see, it looks like a cylinder or something. But what we did, we got an ohm meter and checked for resistance or whatever it is. Not an electrician, man. I could do some electrical work, but the terminology beyond me. But this is what we did. So I wrote all this down. This is the diagram, and this one is it should be blue. This is the one that's in the truck, and the other one is right here. So this is for this one right here. So I got the pins inside here. This bottom clip right here, it goes like that in the motor, in the head. So I put little alphabets on them all. So what I did was I used this ohm meter from Harbor Freight. So that red wire right here, this one right here, you could put either one. You could put the red one, or you could put the black one. Doesn't matter, because all you're doing is trying to find a closed loop. I mean, well, you know, that means they connect. You're just trying to close the loop, because if you put these together, look at the multimeter. So you put them together. I don't know why the GoPro keeps on doing that. You see how it does that? Then you know that it's making a connection. So you put this, I put the red one in there, and I did it each one. So the multimeter's in there, and this thing's set on ohms. You see where the little plug's at? It has a little omega sign. Come on, GoPro, stop rotating. It has the omega sign right there, and then the black to the ground. And I just put it right there on the dial. And so the red one, I got an R right there. So on here, we just matched it up. So the red one is A is the top left. So then you would just go in here. Sorry about the poor lighting. Look at the multimeter. Come on, GoPro, stop doing that. You see how on the thing, how it's showing that it's doing a connection? And that's how I did it. So I'm gonna take that harness out, bring it down here, so I don't have to do it up there, and then make it all match up. Because the part number is the same, it's just that the colors are different. I think this is gonna take longer than anything else, so let me go pull that other one and let's check it out. All right, guys, we got all the wires out. So these ones, they were 7mm. The ones that go to the injectors, these are star. The ones that go up here to the cam. And then there's an Allen key that go into each of these plastic things right here. This one, they all hold it down. But got all that. So let's get down. So almost out. And then I get the screwdriver. So this one, you hold it, hold this part straight, and you turn it. And I already did that. And this is the one was leaking. So it's dry now. But see the pins in there, and that's the other pins look exactly the same. They got a row of 2 on the top and bottom, and then 3 rows of 4s in the center. But there was oil, man. I went like this, and there was oil. It's dry now, and that's why I'm not getting any more faults. But that thing's leaking, so it's bad. So let's get this thing out. All right, I'm gonna get off camera so I can get 2 hands and pry on my own hand. All right, so we're comparing them, same thing. So it seems like the red one is now orange and the green one is now blue so far. But that's all we're doing. We're checking with the ohm meter, checking in that plug right there. That's the old plug. It's a new plug. They're identical, same part number, just the wires are different. But it seems like this is the biggest challenge we're having right now. This is more time consuming than taking all that stuff apart. But we're gonna check them all, and then we're gonna get it get everything squared away. And let's go crooked. That's what we got. That's the new one. So we'll be back. Harness on, and the torque specs on it, man, they're really light. I pretty much did I did them all hand tight. I think these are 80 inch-pounds. So all the ones with the Allen key, 80 inch-pounds. I think these are 18 inch-pounds, these ones, and this one right here. No, I think these are 13, 18 inch-pounds. Man, I just put them hand tight. I don't even have a torque wrench that goes that low. I got an inch-pound torque wrench, and I got one with the clicker style, and I got the other one that's just the bar with a little dial, and it doesn't go that low. But they were real easy coming off, and I just put them on, same thing, snug. It's not like they're gonna back out. It's a vibration. They're not gonna lift out of there, but they're nice and snug. Just don't do too much. But we did all of them all the way across, and everything's good now. Everything matches up too, because we matched it up with our thing. But so we're gonna put, we already put that. Make sure you put some oil around that gasket too. You pull it from the inside out. Just push it in there, and the little clip thing looks like it looks like it's a little clip lever, and that goes on the bottom. But now we got to put this thing back on, just from the top. Make sure it's all the way seated. And clipboard flew in the engine. But let me get this thing in there. I think I need to push it a little bit more. I need both hands. But be right back. Okay, we got the valve cover back on, and I'm gonna show you the sequence. Disclaimer, it might not be for your engine, but this is a 2350 450 ST 2016 build date. But first one you tying up is over here, and I'm just going through Cummins quick serve right now. It says rocker lever covers using only 4 cap screws of vibration. That is not us. So we are 221 inch-pounds or 25 Newton meters, and it's going to be this one over here, then the one in the back over there, this corner, the driver's side, then that side over there, then the front driver's side left if you're not standing on the driver's side of the motor. Then you're going to come across to the EGR valve, that one right there. Then you're gonna come over here, and then you're going to go straight across to over here, and then you're going to come across over here, and that's what it looks like right there. Come on, I can't stand how I need to fix that. Okay, that's what it's saying right there. So we're gonna tighten them down and then put the cross tube over, put the box back on, and start it up and hope there's no codes. So let's get this torque down, and then we're gonna move on to the crossover tube. All right, we got it all on. This crossover tube is 177 inch-pounds on both sides. Then you gotta make sure you put that one on. Got the box on. That one I couldn't find the torque spec because that's part of the Packard side, so I don't have a service manual for that. But I did it about the same. It felt like it to come off. Then I tie in these up, tie in this one too, and put all this sensor right here. You got to take that one off. The one with the red lip on it. That one I disconnected it and I just pulled it out. It has a quick disconnect on top of it. But I put that one back on, and everything seems good right now. We haven't started it yet though. We're just putting our tools away. But it's buttoned up. Oh, and these right here, the air cleaner, the cover, it shows on there it's 5 inch-pounds. So just seriously, it is 5 inch-pounds. Don't go over it because you'll strip that thing. But let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna probably show it me turning it on. So let's let me do that just to make sure it works. And if it doesn't work, I'll still post it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see if I did it right. Got my radio all extra high. Oh, let's turn my air suspension dump off. Check engine lights gone. Say neutral. Yeah, that feels good, man. It's like 225, 235 for the harness, and then my time. That's what it's about right there, man. Running good. Excuse the bugs on my windshield. And the best thing, the cams look beautiful. The cams look beautiful. A lot of work, a lot of work. My wife, she helped me too. She shook her head at me right now. Oh, she helped me big time, man. Helped me big time. But I hope this video helped you guys out, man. Hopefully you find some help, because I looked that code up and I really couldn't find anything. But that's it. The oil says it all. It could, maybe it's something else, but the oil's not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be dry. So that's step one right there. If it comes back, then we'll look for something else. But that should be it. All right, guys. Hope you guys like the video. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you guys think. You guys be safe, man, and make that money. All right, bye.